This year's Frankfurt Auto Show is a stunning display of this year's hottest cars. Car companies pulled out all the stops, showing off more than 200 new vehicles. What stood out the most? Here to take us through it all is CNET editor-at-large Tim Stevens. You just got back from Frankfurt, Germany.
That's right. I just got back over the weekend. It's a massive show. They only do it every 2 years. It's so big. But yeah, lots of amazing cars there on display for sure.
So tell us about the highlights.
Probably the biggest highlight of the show was a concept car from Porsche called the Mission E. It's an all-electric sports car, four-wheel drive, over 600 horsepower and 300 miles of range too. Definitely Porsche taking a bit of a stab at Tesla and the Model S. It's the same sort of car, four-seater, comfortable car that you can cruise in, but high performance, beautiful car. Vision for the future, maybe 5 years out, something like that.
Looks beautiful there.
Absolutely gorgeous.
So let me ask you this, because, you know, tech companies, there's been a lot of buzz about these driverless cars.
Right.
Was there anything along those lines that you saw there?
No, we did see Tesla. They did have a presence at the show, but we didn't see anything from Google, and of course, Apple's not really talking about what they're up to either. But they're really going at this in a different way. This is a show for companies that want to sell you cars and for people who want to buy cars. But if you look at what Google's up to, they don't really want to make cars. They just want to get you from A to B and charge you for that privilege, basically. So they're very much the antithesis of what this sort of car show is. This is very much a car show for people who want to go and buy a nice car and see what the next generation of car they should buy is.
Yeah, the Porsche is really nice, but just because we're TV people doesn't mean we're in the market for a Porsche. Anything for like regular folks?
It's definitely a very high-end show with a lot of high-end Mercedes and BMWs and things like that. But Toyota did give us more information on the next generation Prius, which is looking pretty good. 55 mile per gallon average, we're expecting something around there. And a lot of new safety features as well. So things like lane departure warnings, adaptive cruise control, so it'll slow down for you on the highway. And automated braking as well, so if a pedestrian steps out in front of you, the car will stop itself automatically. So a lot of nice features coming out.
Wow, that sounds interesting. Yeah. Now, you said this is a show that's only on every 2 years.
Right.
What set this year's show apart from previous years?
Definitely quite a bit of technology this year, hybrids and EVs and things like that. But it was interesting to see not one but two cars that were debuted at the show that were actually unveiled in Gran Turismo, the video game, first. Both Bugatti and Hyundai both had cars that were available in the video game, and then they built and they put them on the show floor. Bugatti's was called the Vision Gran Turismo. It's just this beautiful sculptured blue ridiculous car, and then Hyundai's was also a very crazy looking car. The sorts of things that you will never see on the road, but you will see in the video game, and these companies were proud enough for these cars to actually build them and make them work and bring them to the show floor. They looked pretty amazing.
Interesting marketing concepts,
Absolutely.
You know. You just don't associate somebody who's been playing video games in the basement with somebody who has a kind of money to buy one of those cars.
Certainly
but
not a Bugatti,
stereotypes,
absolutely.
You know, out the door, right?
Absolutely.
Tim Stevens, thank you very much.
My pleasure.